I'm part of the band in high school. I'm also part of chess team, college ball, and interact club, and idea of college would be Georgia Tech.
And Mr. Chris Fleming, he's got two students he's bringing.
This is Miss Sydney Boone. She's a junior at Lewisburg High School. Her mom and dad are Danny and Aaron Boone. And without further ado, here's Sydney.
Hi, my name is Sydney. I'm a junior at Lewisburg. I'm involved in NHS and EHS and heavily involved in choir. I would like to be a writer. Barring that, I would like to go into biomedical research and forensic analysis. My dream college is probably Stanford.
Do you have any questions? Don't. This is Addison Green. Addison's a senior at our school, and his mom and dad are Steve and Kathy.
So at Lewisburg, I'm a member of the marching band and symphonic band, and I've been in band since middle school, so it's been a constant thing in my school life. I'm also a member of the Mellopool team, and we actually recently won the Mellopool tournament this past Saturday. So as far as other clubs and activities I'm involved in, I'm a member of New York Theta, which is our Math Honor Society, National Honor Society, Baby Club, German Club, which is really interesting for me because I enjoy learning German language. As far as future plans, next year I'll be attending Michigan State University and majoring in computer science. And beyond that, I do plan on going to graduate school for my master's degree, possibly further.
Notice as they were introduced them, actually 4 out of our 5 perfect scores are juniors. So we've still got those students for another year. And now we have some state champions that we want to honor. So I'm going to ask our district athletic director, Mr. Anthony Jenkins, to come forward. We've got 2 student groups and we've got 1 individual that we're going to be recognizing.
Thank you, Mr. President. The first school we'd like to recognize is Center Hill High School. The sponsors Carrie Matthews, Alyssa Smith, and Hannah Mills. You come forward at this time. As they're coming forward, I'd like to read a few things. They are state champions in the large varsity hip hop and large varsity prom. This is a double title in 1 year, and this is the first for the Center Hill dance team. This is the 9th state championship for the Center Hill dance team, and Center Hill also ranked 9th in the nation in medium varsity hip hop. So let's give them a round of applause.
Do you want me to hand them?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Sure, Alex. This is Alex Edwards. She's one of our freshmen. Katie Hubie is another freshman. Shay Johnson, freshman. Mackenzie Sandridge. And our last, no, not last freshman, Jillian Williams, freshman. And Caitlin Wilson is our last freshman. Our sophomores are Carly Childress, Emma Freeze. Mia. Tonight. Right. Give me a walk there. We have 3 juniors, Devin Baker. Tiana Baldwin. And Brady Sandridge. And 3 amazing seniors, Madeline Miller. Kaya Odom. And Jordan Sandridge. So they're the girls. And we just kind of let them run things. They pass on a work ethic, a strong work ethic that you just wouldn't believe from year to year. So it's really all about them. We're really proud of them.
Great job. Y'all face up that way.
Okay, let's do a couple of runs here. You know how to do three. You know. Long road squat.
Up wheels. I'll cover up Great job,
Our next state champions come from Desoto Central High School. Sponsors Tammy Downs and Melissa Moore and Haley Lanter. For Cliff Johnston. You'll come forward at this time, please. They were state champions in the small division of varsity hip hop and small varsity poem. This is also a double title in 1 year for the Desoto Central dance team.
As you can see, it's somewhat small compared to Centerville. But this is our third year to have high school, and it's been a lot of fun. It really, and it's hard because we're at the middle school, actually. We're actually not at the high school with these girls. But we have a young team, we have no seniors, and we only have 4 juniors, so, and then 3 sophomores, and then the rest are freshmen. So we are a very young team. So we're very proud of them for just in the 3 years we've had them to come this far. So we thank y'all. We have needed, the school board for several things, and like most athletics, and we really do appreciate the support that you give us as well as everyone at County Campus. So we are very fortunate that we can get help from y'all when we need to. So thank you so much. Go back. Okay, sorry. In my Hermano. Laurel is sick. Bella. Nashanti. Emma Ray. Katie. Anna. And we have Lova. She is our foreign exchange student. We're very, sorry to put you on the spot, but we were given a call saying we had a foreign exchange student that was coming. Could she try out? We had another tryout. She was talented, and it's been a great experience for her, at least I hope so. That's it. anyway, thank our coach, good to hear she has another job other than coaching us. And we thank you for the work that you do and for allowing us to have a team and to be able to do this, because it's really good for these girls too. So, thank you.
Great job.
Our next state champion is from Hernando High School. It's Caitlin Cartwright. Coach Logan Clark is the coach. Principal, Mr. Dwayne Case, if you come forward. While she's coming forward, Caitlin is involved in a number of sports at HHS: soccer, track, and cross country. She won the 6A state championship in cross country this year. She is also a part of the student council and maintains a 4.3 GPA. She is very active in her church and community. Her coach states that he is so humbled to coach someone who continues to work so hard. In January, Caitlin was named the Gatorade Mississippi High School Cross Country Runner of the Year. As a state winner in the Gatorade program, Caitlin is under consideration for the National Award. Congratulations.
Congratulations again to all of our state champions, and thank you to our board members for supporting them. Y'all need to head out, we understand. We'd love to be on the state for all the school business, but y'all know the world. Thank you, Tim.
At this time, we've got our teacher spotlight segment, and I would like to ask the principal of Desoto Central Primary School, Ms. Colleen Long, to come forward, and she will introduce the program for this afternoon.
Everybody left. Anyway, let me say first of all, since we're here today, luckily, thank you to all you board members, because we do appreciate it. I can't tell you the sense of relief that we have knowing that you are back behind us and have our back. So anyway, we do thank you. When it was our turn to have showcase one of our teachers, it was both a difficult and an easy decision, as to who to select. We are so blessed in DeSoto County Schools, and I am so blessed at DeSoto Central Primary, because I could have chosen so many teachers. They are all excellent. However, Miss Samantha Dawson is a second grade teacher, and she's only been at DCPS for 3 years. However, in just that short of time, she was voted by her peers as the Teacher of the Year for this current school year. She has she keeps me younger, and because she has her own style of teaching, and it works. It's very motivational. She is a very inspiring. She builds strong, positive relationships with the students, and that makes such a difference. Works well with the parents, with the other teachers, just very much a team player. And so her classroom is a joy to watch, to go in and observe. So anyway, you were all, she may kill me, but you were all invited to come and watch. So anyway, let me introduce our teacher, Ms. Samantha Dawson.
Thank you very much. I brought some moral support with me today. This is Bethany Ramage, and she is this year's Teacher of the Year. I would just like to thank you all for inviting me. Today I would like to share 3 ways in which I engage, involve, and educate my students, as well as build community partnerships with my parents. One of my biggest things is for my students to be engaged, for their parents to be involved, but also make education fun. One way that I've started doing this is within my classroom setting. This is called flexible seating. It doesn't look like a regular classroom. I do have 4 desks and chairs still left in there, but we do have a bench, we do have bars and stools. We have a couch that's called Kung Fu Couch, so all my little 2nd graders love to go and watch. We have a listening station turtle where there's a bench back there that they can go and watch. It gives them, flexible seating gives them more of a choice, and the education and the engagement, it's amazing what I can get out of my students with just giving them a choice and somewhere comfortable to sit. Who wants to sit in a desk all day long? We do move a lot in the classroom. We'll move from our area to the carpet with movement, with songs, and with dancing. Our next clip is our class pledge. Our class pledge is something that I've created every year and allowed my students to create. In this, you can kind of see the different flexible seatings. But the class pledge is something after that we say our pledge. We do this every day to remind them what I expect, but also make it in a fun way. So this year, they've included a little bit of rap with it. And so here's our class pledge. There's our little rapping. That's the class pledge. Some students get into it a little bit more, but we say this every day to remind them what is expected, but also to have fun. I'm there to have fun with them, but they're also there to learn as well. The second thing I wanted to show you is our Scientist of the Week. Scientist of the Week is something that I created about 8 years ago, and with the Scientist of the Week, it invites the students to come and participate, and they get to actually be the teacher. So during the whole week, they are presenting, they're sharing about themselves, but then on Friday, they get to create a scientist project. You can see that I did at the beginning of the year, we get the science codes. We have to act our part. If we're going to become a scientist, we got to act the part. And so they have the scientist jackets, they have their goggles. The really neat thing about this is the parents are involved. The parents come into the classroom and they're going to get to be engaged with their child's education and visit the classroom just with themselves. We've had the States of Matter where we've done solid, liquid, and gas. You can see those little faces. Owl pellets. We've got to dissect some owl pellets with them. Some students liked it, some students didn't. We did the silly slime, of course, any science education. But every student on Friday is allowed to bring their parents in to teach this lesson. I also look for speaking and listening skills, and we build on that during this time. And really, it gets them engaged into science. We do teach science, but this is a fun way and an engaging way to get the parents involved. The last thing I want to share with you is our book club. Our book club was started about 5 years ago. And this is a more student-directed approach with book club. When the book club starts, all the students come down and of course we have a song. Every teacher, we always have to have our song. So we have our book club song, and that means it's time that they're going to be able to share their book, and they're going to be the speaker. What this gives the students also is a chance they speak about it, and then another student has to ask a question. So I kind of sit in the background, and I'm looking for speaking and listening skills. I'm also looking for if they can answer a question the right way. So here's our book club. And you always ask, and why? So they can get more clarification.
He scored 113 runs and stole 40 bases.
Mommy, if you could be in the book, what would you like to do and what would you do?
I would want to, the thing that I would change is like the people who look at him, and I would want to be on Jack's. Because like he's really good, and he like won the crown because like he was
Alright, and that's just a little piece of our book club. The big thing, it does build community in the classroom. It gets the students excited about reading. They are second graders and you want them to be excited about reading. Students lead the class in a literature discussion, and we're practicing reading and speaking and listening skills. Thank you so much for allowing us to present and taking a peek into my classroom. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dawson. I've actually visited Ms. Dawson's classroom before and seen those students very involved. And she does a wonderful job there. Ms. Raymond, we're looking forward to having you on the Teacher Advisory Council also. And congratulations again for being Teacher of the Year. Thank you, Ms. Long, for your leadership at the South Primary School. We appreciate you. And thank you, Ms. Sykes. I see you sitting there too. And we appreciate you also. Thank you. All right. That concludes my superintendent's report.
We have our attorney's report, and Yes, ma'am. There are two matters I want to bring up in executive session. One is a personnel contract matter, and the other is a litigation matter. And if you would let me make a comment about having the privilege of being the board attorney, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the opportunity to serve you in Desoto County. But I'll tell you, I am just blown away with what I see going on up here. You guys have such a good thing going, and this doesn't just happen. I have the privilege of going around the state, seeing a lot of other school districts, and not trying to disparage anybody or put anybody down, but you guys have it going. And if I could have one wish in my next life, I'd like to come back as a student in the DeSoto County school system. Because let me tell you, you guys offer so much opportunity for these kids. And I wish those kids were still here to even hear me make a few comments about the opportunities they have available to them. I like to refer to you guys as the bell cow in Mississippi. Now, if you're not from the country, you don't know what a bell cow is. But the bell cow is that lead cow, the one with the bell that leads those cows, through the pasture, to the, feeding trough, and so on. Those of us in the country know how important it is to be the bell cow, and you guys are, and that's why it's so important what you guys are doing. And I just want to tell you how much I appreciate, as a 35-year school attorney, seeing what I see going on here, and it really makes me feel good about the future of the state, what you guys are doing here. So thank you very much for the leadership that you guys have provided.
Thank you. We're proud of them all, too. The next one is the approval of our minutes. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion passed. We have our consent agenda next. Mr. Olson, do you have a recommendation?
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the consent agenda.
I need a motion.
Make that motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We're now ready for new business. The first one is the request to pay for stolen cell phone, Mr. Williams.
Yes, ma'am. This occurred at Center Hill High School. The teacher took up a phone using procedures not in line with what the administration had set forth. The phone, if you can read in your packet, was therefore stolen, and they feel like it was at fault for using procedures that were not set forth by the administrators. So they're asking if they can pay for the phone from their activity account, so the money wouldn't come out of district money, it would come from the school's activity account.
Has the principal addressed the issue?
He has. He's addressed the issues, and I would think based on what has happened, it wouldn't happen again.
Recommendation, Mr. Olson.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the payment for the stolen cell phone at the school level, Center Hill High School.
I need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Ayes have it. The next one is the new board policy, JDD, suspension. Ms. Weeks.
Yes, ma'am, we're presenting
We're presenting House Bill, Board Policy JDD to ensure compliance with House Bill 1413 and Mississippi Code 37-9-71. This is for a second read. It was posted on our website, and we did not receive any comments.
Recommendation, Mr. Olson.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the new board policy JDD for suspension.
I need a motion.
I make that motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion's passed. The new board policy, JDE, expulsion. Ms. Weeks.
Yes, ma'am. We are also requesting approval of this policy to ensure compliance with House Bill 1413 and Mississippi Code 37-9-71. It was also posted on our website, and we did not receive any comments.
Recommendation, Mr. Olson.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the new board policy JDE for expulsion.
I need a motion.
I make a motion we approve the expulsion policy.
Need a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion passed. Letter D is personnel. Mr. Alexander.
Madam, your personnel packet this evening, afternoon, pages 1 through 3 recommendations. Pages 4 is personnel changes. Page 5, licensed employee recommendation for the 2018-19 school year for the assistant superintendent, associate superintendents, and chief operations officer. Page 6 is a licensed employee recommendation for the 2018-19 school year for head principals. Page 7 is a licensed employee recommendation for the, we have one principal whose license currently expires on 6/30/2017. I've been assured they're in line to receive that. It will be contingent upon that being renewed. And page 8 is a request for additional pay for employee who will assist with translating for district board meetings, disciplinary hearings, conferences, and student evaluations. They'll begin as early as tomorrow, and that will go through June the 30th, 2018.
Recommendation, Mr. Alexander.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve personnel as presented.
I need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
A second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. The ayes have it, so the motion's passed. Next is the student discipline to be heard in executive session. Mr. Finley.
Yes, ma'am. We have student discipline matters to address.
Oh, gosh. I need a motion for closed session to determine whether the board should enter executive session for the matters of the ones. The personnel matter, the litigation matter, and then the students that we're dealing with in executive session. Second.
No second.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion's passed. Yes. Mr. Jason, let us know, come back out and let you know that we have an executive session.